Yeah, 1 2 1 2.
Hey yo, AC.
1 2 1 2. Mic check.
Welcome to the CalvinJDean Show. God, we have a great show for you guys today. Once again, thank you, Mixed Cocktail Hour, Dean Blagg, Tammy, and Scott. You guys are literally the best. Watch that show, guys. Just look at the link below. Mixed Cocktail Hour. Go right to it. They have some great drinks. And of course, look at this, Woodford Reserve. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Let's just get right to the show.
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL season. Welcome to Thursday Night Football with CalvinJDean. We have Patrick Mahomes going against Jared Goff in Kansas City. This is going to be one shootout. I'm telling you, St. Brown, Kelsey, man, this is going to be it, guys. This is going to be such a fun game to watch. I'm thinking around 48-44, Kansas City Chiefs over the Detroit Lions in Kansas City. Wow. The next game, we have the Atlanta Falcons hosting the Carolina Panthers. Two very, very young teams. We have Bijan Robinson on the Atlanta Falcons. We have Bryce Young on the Carolina Panthers. It's going to be a fun game. I'm giving this one up to the Atlanta Falcons. They have a 3.5 morning line favorite. Guys, take Atlanta in this one. They're at home, and I think they're going to win. They're going to definitely cover the points on this one. The next game, we have the Jacksonville Jags going into the Indianapolis Colts. Wow. I think Indianapolis is still on the rebuild. I just don't see them doing too well in this game. You know, you don't know how they're going to react. But I think Trevor Lawrence and Ridley and all the firepower, they're going to beat the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis. Wow. Give it up to Trevor Lawrence. We have the next game. We have the Titans going into New Orleans. Yes, playing Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints. Acclave, Thomas. Wow. And then you have Mr. King Henry. And then, yes, Mr. Hopkins. Mr. Hopkins is on the Tennessee Titans. It's going to be a fun game to watch, guys, but I'm giving this one up to the New Orleans Saints in New Orleans. Man, I just think they have too much firepower, and they're going to beat the Tennessee Titans. The next game, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up to Minnesota and playing the Minnesota Vikings without Dalvin Cook, mind you. They have Jefferson, they have Addison, and they don't even have Thielen anymore. This game's going to be a fun game to watch. The morning line favorite is Minnesota by 6. I think they'll definitely get to the point spread. I really think they will. Give it up to the Minnesota Vikings. The next game is my upset special. Guys, take my upset special. I was 91% last year with my upset specials. The upset special is against the Bengals and the Browns. It's in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson, we don't know if Mr. Burrows is actually going to be playing up to par. I'm giving this my upset special. The Cleveland Browns will upset the Cincinnati Bengals in Cleveland. The Bengals give them 2.5 points. I take that in a heartbeat, guys. Take it in a heartbeat. Definitely the Browns are going to beat the Cleveland Browns, my upset special. Next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals going into the Washington Commanders in Washington. Washington is favored by 7 points. Sam Howell's at the helm, and I'm telling you something, he looks so good with McLaren and Robinson. I'm telling you, and that defense is for real, guys, this year. I'm giving this one up to the Washington Commanders. They're favored by 7. I'm looking probably triple that number. They'll beat the Arizona Cardinals. And, that's just the way it goes. First your money, then your clothes. The next game is my lock of the week. Guys, I hit over 90% of my locks last year. Got to listen to this one. The lock of the week is between the San Francisco 49ers and the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, mind you. In Pittsburgh, Brock Purdy is back in style. And the 49ers, yes, the 49ers, that is my lock of the week, is the 49ers over the Pittsburgh Steelers in Pittsburgh, guys. Yeah, great game. Next game, we have the Houston Texans going into the Baltimore Ravens. ugly. I feel so sorry for C.J. Stroud on this one because that Raven defense is just stout. And that offense with OBJ and Zay Flowers and Edwards and D.K. Dobbins and Mark Edwards and I'm telling you something, guys, give this up to the Baltimore Ravens. Wow, Mark Andrews. Next game, we have the Green Bay Packers playing the Chicago Bears in Chicago without Aaron Rodgers, guys. The Chicago Bears are favored by 1 point, and I think they're going to beat the Green Bay Packers by more than just 1 point. I just don't see the Green Bay Packers keeping up with the Chicago Bears in this one. It's going to be a close one. I'm thinking 28-22. Something like that. They'll win by 6 points, but they'll cover the spread. Next game, we have the Raiders and the Broncos going into Denver. Wow. They have Jimmy G. Nikki's Niners, Jimmy G, her heartthrob. Denver's favored by 4 points. Poor Denver, man, because guess what? Jimmy G's coming into town. He's going to beat the Denver Broncos. And I'm just those Denver Broncos. I just don't see Mr. Wilson even winning on a consistent basis this year. We have the next game. We have the Philadelphia Eagles going into New England, playing the New England Patriots. Philadelphia in the Super Bowl last year. I just think they have too much talent against the New England Patriots, and I'm going to give this one up to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're beating the New England Patriots in New England. Philly's favored by 3.5 points. I think they'll beat them by around 2 touchdowns. That's for sure. We have the next game. We have the Miami Dolphins coming into SoFi Stadium and playing the Los Angeles Chargers with Mr. Hebert, Tua, Cheetah. I mean, you name it, Eckler. I mean, go on and on and on. Guys, both teams incredibly talented. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's at home. I'm giving this one up to the Los Angeles Chargers at home at SoFi Stadium to beat the Miami Dolphins at SoFi Stadium. The next game, we have the Los Angeles Rams going up to Seattle, playing the Seattle Seahawks. And man, Cooper Kupp is still in Minnesota, nursing that hamstring. He doesn't know what's wrong with it. That's bad news for fantasy football players and the Los Angeles Rams. Man, I just think Seattle's just too talented. The Seattle Seahawks will beat the Los Angeles Rams. They're favored by 5 points. I'm going to say maybe 10, 12 points the Seattle Seahawks will win by. Next game is Sunday Night Football. Wow. Just love Sunday Night Football, guys. It is going to be epic. We have the Cowboys going into MetLife Stadium playing the New York Football Giants. The Dallas Cowboys favored by 3.5 points. And yes, the Dallas Cowboys will not deny their fans from cheering because they will beat the New York Giants. The next game is Monday Night Football. Yes, with Howard Cosell, Dandy Don Meredith. Good old days, right, guys? It's the Buffalo Bills going into MetLife Stadium again. Back-to-back Jacks on that one. Buffalo Bills playing the New York Jets. I'm going to give this one up to, yes, the New York Jets. I guess it's an upset. New York Jets will take on the Buffalo Bills. And what a great game that's going to be. New York Jets. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers going to take on the Buffalo Bills and beat them at home.
Thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to end the show with a mixed cocktail hour. Yeah, a mixed cocktail hour drink of the week. Can you believe it? Scott, Tammy, Dean Blagg, you guys are the best. Thank you for tuning into my show. Let's give it up to Mixed Cocktailer Drink of the Week.
This is pretty simple to make, especially for 2 people. I remember it by 3, 2, 1. Obviously, the good old Jack.
Yak.
3 ounces of this bad boy. 2 raspberry liqueur from pink and black raspberries. Who knew? So the sour element is now 1. So we've got 3, 2, 1 of freshly squeezed lime juice. Give that a good shake. Let's just pour this in here. Now you top it off with lemonade.
it actually is pretty good.
I don't ask for a parade, do I? No, I don't.